Hey everyone, it's Natalie McCulley. I bet a lot of you did not know that's how you say my name. I didn't know it for the first couple months of dating my husband. So, I want to talk today about the thing that I posted about earlier today, which is people pleasing. I want to talk about it through a story, a thing that was very meaningful to me. This story takes place, this whole lesson takes place in a previous job. I was a junior executive and my boss was a senior executive. I had a very large team of people and I was meeting with some of them in my office when my boss came back from lunch and he said loudly to everybody in the office, I cannot believe some of the things people wear. And we've all thought that before. So there was some giggling, there was a little bit of laughing. And then he went on to say, I cannot believe that woman woke up this morning and put on those leggings and thought I would like to see that. So now there was a little bit of nervous laughter. And I was one of those nervous laughing. But then I looked around and realized, okay, I got to stop the path this is going down. So I did. And I said, Bob, not his real name, doesn't matter. I said, Bob, women don't just get up in the morning and put on clothes for men to like. And you were nowhere on her mind this morning when she was getting dressed, kind of trying to make a joke about it. And then he went on and said, no, absolutely not. No way. I don't believe that. Look at how all of you are dressed, my team. Look at how everybody in this room is dressed. You're all trying to look attractive. I don't believe it. You dress for men. So this is a path I don't want to go down, right? So instead of addressing it right there in the moment, which I now sometimes wish I had, but that's a whole nother story. I shut it down and said, we got to finish this meeting, whatever. I'm glad you enjoyed your lunch. And then I addressed it later on in the day with him. And I said, Bob, I really want to talk about what happened earlier out here. I do not like that conversation. And I also don't like the way it's making me feel. What I had realized between the first discussion we had and that right there was the reason I hadn't spoke up immediately was because I was uncomfortable. I wasn't uncomfortable with the topic at hand. I was uncomfortable because I was challenging his beliefs and it was making me uncomfortable. I realized that was the people pleasing. That's the people pleasing feeling. That's the feeling that we start to notice in ourselves when we will back down, when we will make sure the other person, no matter what, it's okay. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. No, you're probably right. We want to come across as unintimidating and above all, likable, right? We want to be helpful, likable, unintimidating, and just overall the person that people can go to, the go-to gal or guy or person. We want to be that. But what I had noticed between this, when I confronted him the second time versus when it actually happened the first time, I noticed it was people pleasing that was keeping me from saying something. So, like I said, I went and talked to him and I said, Bob, I didn't like that conversation. And that is why I shut it down. But I also didn't like the way it made me feel. It made me feel really uncomfortable. And part of that was because I know that that challenges your beliefs. And I don't want to put us in a uncomfortable situation, but I know that certain things have to be said. And so from here on out, if anything like that happens again, I'm always going to lean into that discomfort that I have and make sure that saying those things around me or my team is inappropriate and it's not going to fly. Now, remember, I'm a junior executive. This is my boss who is the senior executive. Did he like that? Absolutely not. He did not like that conversation. He did not like the tone. He did not like how direct I was. But that doesn't matter. We aren't here to be liked. We're here to be, or liked in all situations. We're here to be kind, right? We're here to be effective. We're here to be true to ourselves, all of those things. And when you lean away from the discomfort and back into the people-pleasing tendency, you betray all of that. When you lean into that discomfort, the discomfort that comes with setting those boundaries and not people-pleasing, that's where the true growth happens. And I would say our relationship changed that day going forward. I don't know if he respected me more. He may have, but that's not why I did it. that is not the point. That is just another form of people pleasing if you're doing something constantly to get the respect of other people. I did it because, first of all, I needed my team to know that I was willing to step into that discomfort and take whatever heat would possibly come at me because it was the right thing to do. But I also did it because I knew why. If I didn't do it, I would know why. The reason I wouldn't do anything about it would be people pleasing. And I was not about to live that life. I was not going to step into that little tiny box that people pleasing puts you in. Not a chance in hell. So, if you relate to this story at all, or if you know you would have been a person who had a really hard time saying something, or if you were a person who would have gotten really upset and let your anger take over, both of those things, those are the two extremes. There is a happy medium, and that is being direct and honest and leading into the discomfort of not people pleasing. If you're a person who relates to that, we can talk, we can work this out, we can fix this. There's nothing wrong with you. It is just the societal expectations. And we don't need to live up to that anymore. We need to live up to our highest selves and what we can do and become the leaders that we know we're meant to be. And that's courageous leadership, and that's uncomfortable as hell sometimes. So let's talk. I'm happy to set up a free 30-minute discovery or consultation call with you if you feel like this might be the thing that's holding you back in your career. Let's talk. All right. Have an awesome Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's one of those short week Wednesdays. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for listening, and catch you later. I'm going to be doing these more regularly. All right. Bye.